our university. The president of the ICS University will be pleased to take place at the chair podium. Thank you very much. C'est une cérémonie académique, une cérémonie d'un projet international, donc le président et notre invité. Le maître de cérémonie, c'est le professeur Bété, qui est le vice-président mondial du Collège international des chirurgiens, et le chapitre de Côte d'Ivoire est présidé par le professeur Alexandre Bois. Voici le déroulé de la cérémonie. Tout à l'heure, nous allons procéder à l'appel nominal des candidats. Puis, il y aura le comité du président du comité local de l'organisation. Puis, le chapitre Côte d'Ivoire, ou le chapitre Côte d'Ivoire, le président Quoi dirait un mot. Puis, l'engagement et la prestation serment. Et nos élus du Collège international chirurgien mettront leur tour. Ils signeront, ils prêteront seulement, on va leur citer, le photo de groupe et on terminera par nous du professeur Pourquoi pour le chapitre. Je m'engage à appuyer et à maintenir la dynamique de la constitution, à me conduire selon les principes éthiques les plus élevés, en concertation avec les patients et à l'équilibre gratuitement nécessaires à exécuter dans les relations avec les collègues, considérer la vie comme une contribution à éviter tout empiètement sur elle qui pourrait discréditer les collèges, ma personne ou ma position. Plus loin, je m'engage à me doter de l'effort du foyer ma planète, fut-il monétaire, par publicité injustifiée, ou de quelque manière considérée comme contraire à la politique, aussi bien en pratique qu'en théorie, par les organismes de l'heure de l'Institut international de la chirurgie. Je respecterai largement leurs décisions et leurs opinions. Finalement, je m'engage à faire mon possible pour promouvoir et soutenir les buts et l'activité de collèges. Et aussi, je m'engage sur l'environnement et je dois la capacité en tout temps. Ensuite, justement, je vous consacre en anglais. By the authority invested on me as the president of the chapter of the International College of Surgeons, I hereby admit you all in the fellowship of the International College of Surgeons. Hearty congratulations to her. So now we can take your dress and put your gowns with your head here.
Le fellow projet titulaire Trésor Emmanuel. Le fellow projet titulaire Kodo Michel. le fellow professeur titulaire Bamba Enza. Le dernier fellow qui n'avait pas prêté serment l'année dernière, pour des raisons indépendantes de sa volonté, et qui est venu à prêter serment comme tout le monde, je voudrais inviter le professeur Mo à rejoindre tous ses collègues. Donc aujourd'hui, 30 août 2018, à l'amphithéâtre de l'université Alassane Ouattara, en présence du président de l'université, professeur Kwame Lazare, en présence de M. du professeur Eke, vice-président mondial du Collège international chirurgien, du professeur Alexandre Popois, président du chapitre ivoirien du Collège international chirurgien, du vice-président engagé Hervé, vice-président du West African College of Surgeons, ont prêté serment en assemblée publique. Les 22 sympathisants qui sont devenus membres du Collège international chirurgien étaient absents. Le docteur Bamourou Dialé Bamourou. En rejoint le groupe, le docteur Mo Elo. Avec eux, nous avons signé tous les actes. Ainsi fait aujourd'hui à Guaquet le 30 août 2018. Je vous remercie. Monsieur le Président.
Vous saluez chacun de vous, le président de l'université Alassane qui vous reçoit et vous rejoignez respectueusement la place qui vous est due.
To become a fellow of the International College of Surgeons, you have to be a fellow of another college. So this is another level of graduation. So you are now a super graduate. We don't have any exams as the former president used to organize for West African College of Surgeons. We accept certificates and evidence of training. Now I see from this list there are so many specialties that are in surgery, that are in the college that are not represented. We should have pathologists because they work hand in hand with us. I'm happy we have some anesthetists. Of course, the ophthalmologists, the otorhinolaryngologists are also surgeons. Now, one of the major focus of the International College of Surgeons is rural surgery outreach. That means offering surgical services to the less privileged. I don't know about Côte d'Ivoire, but I know in Nigeria, if you are rich, you can go to US, go to Europe for any treatment. Even some people go for ingrowing toenail. But there are many people in the communities with hernias that can easily be fixed to give them comfort, but they don't have the money. So the International College of Surgeons globally is now addressing those patients. They are not only in Africa. The Taiwanese section of the college is even going around the world in a team offering surgical services at no cost. The Taiwanese people pay for it. We expect you at least to service your own environment. Ivory Coast, Koake, and then we We are trying to establish a center in Ghana for rural surgery outreach, because they have established a place, yes, a hospital that has been set up. But you know our problems in Africa, too much protocol. Permission from here, permission from there, plus the need for funds. But the International College of Surgeons is interested in that center. We have even collaborating with the West African College of Surgeons. Surgery has now become part of World Health Organization interest. Formerly it was cholera, typhoid, Ebola. Nobody cared about surgical needs of people. But now, we have joined the World Health Organization and we are recognized to offer services to humanity. Your section, you have to make your section a big section. Nigeria is an example. We've been functioning continuously for over 50 years now. Every year we have a conference where people come and present papers, and recently we have added workshop where you can also see what new things are happening. It is not possible for every center to key into modern technology. But at workshops, we invite experts. Sometimes they come to demonstrate something. Sometimes they come to talk. Because as a clinician, you cannot stop learning. You cannot stop learning if you are a doctor, because things are changing. The human body hasn't changed, but the ways diseases are addressed is changing. Many years ago, we didn't have CT scan. When I was a student, there was nothing like CT scan. Also, disease patterns are changing. When I was a student, prostate cancer was not a disease. In fact, we were taught that people who have prostate cancer don't die from it. They die with it. In other words, something else kills them. But we now know that prostate cancer is a terrible disease afflicting many people like you and I, black people. So the treatment has also changed. Unfortunately, we are depending on what the white people, if you might call them that, what they are developing. That's what we are depending on, because we're not doing any research. We are not doing much to help ourselves. But we believe that with new fellows like you and more coming, these things will change. So disease patterns and treatments are changing, and you are supposed to be sure you key in. You know, in Europe and America, when patients go to see a doctor, they already know about the disease. They Google the disease. So while you are talking, they are judging you from what they have read. It's no longer a patient comes to you, whatever you say, they take it as gospel truth. No. And also, before you treat a patient, you must make sure that they accept. In other words, you have to explain to them. So these are the changes that you are supposed to key into. An announcement is that the International College of Surgeons is divided into federations. We belong to the African Federation. We are trying to get the African Federation to hold a Congress, and Abuja is the most likely place, because Abuja is accessible by air from almost all parts of Africa. So we think we can do it next year. So please key in, and it would be nice for everybody to come. Unfortunately, we have language problems. It's not our fault. It was the fault of colonialism and the way we have addressed it. But I'm suggesting that French and English should be compulsory in our secondary schools. In fact, one of my daughters, when she went to Britain, I got her to go to Paris and spend 6 months at least to learn French. After the war, I also bought a book and taught myself French. But unfortunately, I went to America. Of course, they speak nothing else but English. So I lost all my French. But please, the International College of Surgeons, like every other international society, conducts their meetings, congresses in English. When we go to Paris, it is in English. Go to Germany, English. China, English. Russia, English. And being fellows of the International College, it's easy for you to attend conferences in those countries. I don't know about Ivory Coast, but if you carry a Nigerian passport and go to any embassy asking for a visa to visit, it will be denied on the spot. However, if you are going on to a conference, you'll take a different look. So try and travel. You're all very young. I've been to all the continents of the world through ICS because they give me a visa. But if I wanted to go to Austria now for holiday, they will never give me that visa as long as I'm carrying a Nigerian passport. This is a problem. Why do they do that to us? Everybody should know the answer. You see the people who are drowning in the Mediterranean, they are people. Do you see Europeans drowning there? No, because their own countries are comfortable. So, but for you, try and expand your horizon by mixing with other people. A lot of times people say, where's the money, where's the money? You know, if you're determined to do something, you will eventually do it. Finally, your section, the Côte d'Ivoire section, will be as vibrant as you make it. Not as vibrant as Alex makes it. It is you, collectively. You should have conferences, you should have outreach programs, identify where you can be helpful to your fellow citizens. That is part of what the ICS is about. And remember also to pay your dues. For the international, the global aspect, we pay $60 a year, and it is used to administer our office in Chicago. Sometimes the college sends people, and they may come here, people invite people, and they bring equipment or give you access to equipment. So let us take this college as something that is not only for us, but for our community. You are now free, as has been said, to add the title FICS after your name. You add all your degrees, put FICS last because it's the biggest. Thank you.
Administration de l'université Alassane Ouattara. Dire toute mon admiration pour nos éminents collègues, médecins, nos éminents médecins, qui pilotent de façon exemplaire le Collège international des chirurgiens à un niveau supranational et au niveau national, au niveau interafricain, le vaste président. Et dire toutes mes félicitations aux nouveaux membres de ce collège c'est également l'occasion de vous exprimer, en tout cas, toute notre fierté. Nous sommes vraiment fiers d'avoir des Africains qui ont réussi à internationaliser leurs compétences, c'est-à-dire qui ont réussi à faire valoir leurs compétences sur l'échiquier mondial du savoir opérationnel, du savoir qui combine les deux dimensions de la connaissance. À écouter notre collègue, on voit, j'ai eu envie de dire qu'il est médecin et philosophe. Médecin soucieux des préoccupations d'ordre philosophique. Il n'y a pas meilleur savoir que cette combinaison du logo-théorique et du technique de façon harmonieuse. Le bien-être de nos populations et de l'humanité. L'universalité des universités est en marche à travers vous. Parce qu'on le dit toujours, une université n'est jamais locale. Elle a un local, mais le savoir va au-delà du local, c'est un savoir universel. Universel concret, on le retrouve donc en médecine, nous en sommes heureux. Et comme le dit le proverbe, tout est bien qui finit bien. Je vous remercie, je vous félicite.
Au nom du Collège international des chirurgiens et du chapitre ivoirien de ce collège, je déclare close la cérémonie d'admission des nouveaux membres de ce collège.
Not afford it. They don't have money. So we offer our services free. But I must say that there are certain things required in offering these services which you have to get people to sponsor. For example, if you make an incision, you have to close it. You need sutures. You need anesthetic agents. You also sometimes need drugs. People have to donate this, people who are well off. We as surgeons, we offer our skill free. So this country can mobilize these fellows to go and offer service, and we can do anything. You know, obstetrics, cesarean section, and repair hernias. You can, so many things we can do on a day basis. Fractures, we have orthopedic surgeons here. They can go and at least talk to people. There are many people who have fractures and they go to native doctors. And there's no difference between their treatment and, you know, animals also get fractures. Monkeys get fractures as they jump from one tree to another. They don't go to doctor. So those ones that these ones are people who go to native doctors for fracture. They are not doing anything different from animals in the forest. But these orthopedic surgeons, they are trained to avoid certain complications. You must have seen people with fracture and they cannot walk. But these guys can fix these things. Sometimes they put metal. Sometimes they correct whatever. So the government should make use of these surgeons. There's no point waiting for France or Germany to bring their own people when we have our own people here. So they should be utilized. And as I said, they are prepared to do the work. We're going to get people, you have to fly them in, you have to provide security, you have to provide hotel accommodation. But these guys can go to a village one day, finish, treat many people, and go away. So that's what they should be doing. And they should be encouraged by the people, you and I, everybody else has a stake.
Nous sommes quand même le dernier né des collèges africains, peut-être même du monde.
Et nous avons la singularité d'être le seul pays francophone aussi, membre depuis 85 ans de le collège est né. En plus, nous sommes bilingues, ce qui est quand même notre particularité par rapport aux autres qui sont essentiellement anglophones. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on peut retenir de cela? Je pense que nous sommes en phase de recrutement avec l'émergence de plus de conscience de plus en plus aiguë de nos besoins. Et comme c'est le niveau supérieur de la graduation de la chirurgie au niveau mondial, nous allons procéder doucement par le recrutement d'abord des enseignants de rang A. Et quand nous serons assez nombreux, nous allons descendre vers les rangs B et créer des écoles de spécialité au sein de ce collège pour aller vers nos parents, parce qu'il y a un volet humaniste qu'il ne faut pas oublier. Et puis requérir leurs besoins, de voir comment, ensemble, nous pouvons apporter des solutions de bien-être. Donc pour moi, ma conclusion, c'est qu'il y a un éveil. Il y a un éveil qui se manifeste. Il y a un effort d'organisation des recrutements. Il faut l'encourager, qu'on soit le plus nombreux possible, de manière à couvrir notre territoire et pourquoi pas les autres aussi. Parce que nous sommes, après tout, techniciens mais humanistes. Donc nous n'allons pas nous limiter juste à notre surface, à notre nation. Nous allons plus loin. Toute l'humanité.